Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in the last episode we got a massive victory over Kruis FC, which puts us in a very good position at the top of the table, about 5 points clear of the chasing pack. And in this episode we're going to be playing a cup match. So far we have won every single game in League and Cup this season. We have pretty much won it all. But can they do it on a cold rainy night in Stoke? Well, we're about to find out. In this episode, Knights will be taking on Stoke Town in the Cup. Stoke Town are a Division 5 side but have spent most of their existence in Division 6. And in fact, on occasions in the past we could have actually been drawn in the same division as Stoke Town, but it's not until now that we finally meet each other. Stoke have a pretty strong squad on their hands with some excellent players. In particular, the standout is Lewis Fox, a 28-16 midfielder. That's very good indeed. Other key players, Costin Bebekaru, Benedict Killengreen, Catalin Mera and Filberto Aguilar the front two. But apart from that, there's some pretty decent players, 10, 11 bars, 12 bar players, but they're nothing much that we can't handle, especially when you compare their squad to ours. And you can see here that while we don't have any 28-16s on the team, we certainly have enough quality to be able to challenge this Stoke Town team and hopefully win the game. Alvito Roma is going to be rested for this match because he's slightly injured, and with a game against Stretford Enders next in second place, we need our full strength team available, so we're going to be resting the Italian Spaniard. I'm not entirely sure which one he is. Stoke Town line up in a 3-5-2 formation with Thomas Burles in goal. A back three of Paul Christian, Benedict Killengreen and Jeremiah Easter. Midfielder Alan Abraham, Rafaluco Diaz, Stid Bustos, Costin Bebekaru and Lewis Fox. A front two of Catalin Mera and Filiberto Aguilar. Bench of Chirita Iacabio, Austin Marsh, Jack Clough and Damien Meredith. I think those Romanian names have been hard to pronounce. Knights line up in a 4-5-1 formation with Ant Connolly in goal. Back four of Pim van Kruis, Ibrahim Qamara, Aquila Santa Maria and Devin Reilly, with Ledley King being rested for this match. Pierre Of Hesslink, Ray Tataw Eta, Azrat Zairi and Raymond Hargreaves in the midfield, with Alvito Roma on the bench. And Celso Mota, the lone man up front. So, can we do it on a cold rainy night in Stoke? Well, the match isn't actually in Stoke. Because this is where we're going to the Xpert Arena, as all the matches from here on in are neutral, straight knockouts. If there's a tie, we go to extra time, and if it's still a tie after 120 minutes, there will be penalties. So, it's time to find out, can we do it on a cold, rainy night against Stoke? Stoke Town are in the, well, they're in the red and white strip. What else do you expect a Stoke team to be wearing? Catalin Mera is their captain, and they're playing from left to right. Knights are in the change strip because of the colour clash of a yellow and black, and we're playing from right to left. The referee for this match is George Busk, skill 2, harshness 9. Bottom right hand corner of the screen you can see some select games from other matches in the cup, which includes some of the biggest threats in the league, so we can know who's getting knocked out and who's staying, and whether any chances of Knights actually competing for the cup are realistic this season. We'll have to find out though. The game gets underway now. And in the first minute, Stoke Town already have a chance as Lewis Fox with a lob header. And he scores! Stoke Town have taken the lead. The Division 5 side are ahead against the Division 3 side. And it's been disallowed for offside. Let off for Knights there as Stoke Town's early goal from Lewis Fox is ruled out by the referee. And Knights have a chance to score themselves. A shot on goal by Celso Mota and Thomas Burles parries it out of the way. The 25-year-old keeper for Stoke Town was not really troubled at all by Mota's effort there. 15 minutes played. It is currently 0-0 between Stoke Town and Knights Sardinia FC. The first meeting between these two sides. Another chance for Knights here. It's a precise header by Wajuna. He scores! Knights are ahead. Wajuna has headed home from a corner. Pim van der Kruis's corner and oh, he has punched into the net. Well, he's not Diego Maradona, so the refs aren't going to let him get away with that. So as a result, it's still 0-0. The goal's been ruled out for handball. A card for Knights of Sardinia as Azrat Zairi has been yellow carded from attacking behind. And we come towards half time. It is 0-0 between Stoke Town and Knights of Sardinia FC, with Stoke having not created a clear-cut chance of play and Knights having won. But both sides have had a goal ruled out, and Knights have edged the possession battle, although only very slightly. on a knife edge going to the next game, to be honest. We're into the second period, and Knights have an early chance to take the lead with Pierre Of Hesslink. And he scores! Pierre Of Hesslink put Knights of Sardinia in front in the tie, and this one is going to be ruled out for offside, but no, it isn't. Pierre Of Hesslink has been given the lead for Knights of Sardinia, and Keshlin Mero has been yellow card for unsportsmanlike conduct for Stoke Town. But Stoke Town have a chance to counter as Keshlin Mero, who's just been booked, and he scores! Their 14-bar striker Keshlin Mero has equalised for Stoke Town, and let's have it all to do over again. Stoke Town really back in this tie as we come towards the last few minutes of the second half. We're going to have a card here for the defender Ibrahim Qamara, and that's going to put him onto 2 yellow cards, I believe. We've got a free kick in a dangerous position for Knights. Showing goal by Pierre Of Hesslink. And he scores! Pierre Of Hesslink makes it 2-1 to Knights of Sardinia from a free kick. Thomas Burlap beaten in his near post, and Pierre Of Hesslink has really matured this season, I reckon. His goals tally maybe not be ever so much, but he's really added to our contributions here. But Keshlin Mero has a chance for Stoke Town, and it is saved excellently by Ant Connolly. We're coming towards the end of this match now. It's currently 2-1 to Knights. They have a chance to make it 3-1 here. It's flick headed by Azrat Zaire and punched away by Thomas Burlett. They're coming towards the end of this cup tie. It's on a knife edge. If we can keep the goal lead, we'll be through, and that is the end of the match. Knights of Sardinia are through to the 5th round of the cup. We are now just 2 wins away from matching last season's effort of the 7th round. Keshlin Mero was the man of the match for Stoke Town, and Pim van der Kruis the man of the match for Knights of Sardinia, as you'll see in a moment. But a comfortable victory against Stoke Town, and at the end of the day, we proved that we can do it against Stoke. So, as a result, Knights have yet to lose a game this season, and we've won every single match this season. This is one of the most dominant seasons I can ever remember, perhaps even more so than the season where we won all 14 league matches back in Division 6. Well, we've got some important league games coming up. This is a pretty crucial period of the season for the league campaign, because after this match, we have to play against Stretford Enders in the league. Now, Kruger FC was a tough match. Stretford Enders will also be a very tough match. Stretford Enders have a 17-bar goalkeeper and 2 16-bar defenders. Now, that alone is going to be very difficult to break down when our best attacking players are only 13 bars. And given that our best player is 15-bar defender Pim van der Kruis, you can kind of see that we are the weaker side here. But then again, Stretford appear to be having some injury problems as of late. They seem to have lost players like Artie Clockwork for an extended period of time, which would work to our favour. Anyway, as for the Stoke Town game, well, it was a pretty close affair in the end. And well, I had a feeling, given that Stoke Town have always had a strong squad, but spent most of their time in Division 6, that we would have some able to be advantaged against them. I was right, because Stoke Town play the same tactics every game, which are rather default ones, to be honest. Anyway, let's see the team of the week and see if any of our players got into it. Team of the week is Chelake Kronholm, Glorious Bastards in goal. Back 4 of High Strobon, BOK, Eric Nolan, House of Stark, Simone Barroso, Glorious Bastards, and Alvito Bertram, DFC Jeanshanger. Midfield of Alf Christie, Everton FC, Alan Holyfield, Shark United, Kieran Shaw, Inter Rose, and Patrick Wendell, Glorious Bastards. And a front 2 of Claudio Costa, Shark United, and Reno Tedesco, AC Samba. With that all said and done, it's time to find out who we've got in the next round of the Cup. Our 5th round Ultimate League Cup opponents are Villa Obrera, a Romanian Division 4 side, so they're going to be a bit stronger than what we've faced so far in the Cup. We've faced Division 5 and 7 sides so far in the Cup, but Division 4P represents a significant step up in class and ability of the players that will be at their disposal, so this is going to be a pretty tough game, I would imagine. But first, we've got a pretty important game in the league, as we have to take on Stretford Enders in a huge match, first versus second. See you guys next time.